Hello, hello. Welcome to Crazy Games. We're back in Genshin Impact, and as you can see, behind me is Liyue Harbor, and it's the Lantern Rite. So today, I am going to do the Lantern Rite. I guess it's like the Chinese New Year's or Lunar New Year event quest. The Exquisite Night Chimes. As the year's end draws near, the bustling Lantern Rite is soon approaching. You and Paimon return to Liyue Harbor and find yourself pleasantly surprised by many old friends and special guests from abroad. Okay, so instead of just purely Liyue characters, it sounds like they're bringing in over characters from other regions, which is cool. See how they experience the Liyue culture. So yeah, I'm actually a little late to the game. I guess by the time this video posts, it's even later. But as I am recording right now, it is actually Chinese New Year's. It is January 22nd today as I am recording. So yeah, when I first logged into the game, it kind of had like a little animation kind of showing this was available. And Paimon says something which I missed, unfortunately. I really wish MiHoYo would make it so that you can replay certain dialogue or at least be able to repeat certain dialogue just so I can capture it for YouTube, for like my YouTube channel or whatever, just for like completion's sake. But I don't know. I guess the next best thing I can do is like look up what was said and try and fake it with my own voice. So yeah, we log in and Paimon's like,
Time flies so fast. Before you know it, Lantern Rite's almost here again. The people of Liyue must have already started preparing for the most important festival of the year, right? Hopefully, Paimon will be able to check out tons of great food again this year. Anyway, let's go to Liyue Harbor and see what's up.
And then yeah, at that point, this becomes available. 1,000 miles for an enigmatic tune. The Exquisite Night Chimes Part 1. Take a walk around Liyue Harbor. You return to Liyue Harbor, or Liyue with Paimon in anticipation of yet another unforgettable time at the Lantern Rite Festival. So yeah, here I am at Liyue Harbor, and I don't actually know where I need to run to, actually. No, it's actually pretty far in. Like in the middle of Liyue Harbor. I guess they expected you to use this teleport waypoint. I've avoided this place completely in case like walking into here triggers the event, which I am assuming is gonna happen. Hey, Zhongli's there. Let's go see what he's up to. Yeah, it triggers it, so haha. Good thing I avoided this place.
Paimon votes we go say hi to Xiangling first.
Okay, we like Xiangling. She makes good food. She has not been in the story for a very long time now.
Huh? Xiangling? What a pleasant surprise meeting you here!
But that's not a present surprise. What are you talking about, Paimon? He's here like all the time.
Oh? Why, the pleasure is all mine. As is the surprise, surely. It must be fate that brings us together in this place. How have you fared as of late?
Everything has been going great. Things have been going all right. If Lumine would be telling the truth here, I think it's just all right. We helped Sumeru kind of regain independence, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's a little bit of exaggeration. We helped Sumeru and the Dendro Archon, but we didn't really get much further with our quest to find our brother. We got more questions than answers at this point.
Setbacks are inevitable over the course of a long journey. If you wish to share what's troubling you, allow me to lend my ear. There is no need to shoulder all burdens by yourself.
Says the person who says he won't answer any of our questions regarding our brother or what he knows about the Conrayev situation. Thank you, Zhongli.
You are too kind.
So, Xiangling, are you here to listen to stories over tea again?
I had originally planned to set out after this last round of tea. However, I had planned to take a walk to Qingce village and gather some nascent bamboo shoots, which are currently in season. A villager there once gave me a small sample, and they possessed a most excellent flavor.
Huh? Nascent bamboo shoots? Why can't you just use normal bamboo shoots instead?
Lumine slowly turns her gaze to Zhongli when Paimon finishes her line.
Wait, Paimon knows! Because Zhongli prefers the finer things in life, right?
Well, why does Lumine have that expression on her face?
Okay, Mr. Particular, let me guess. Ahem. The nascent bamboo shoot has a uniquely tender texture and a delicate sweet taste that its normal cousin cannot match.
An astute observation, Paimon. You know me well indeed. Lantern Rite is almost upon us, but besides the bamboo shoots, there are a few other items I have not yet procured from Director Hu's list. May I ask if you have already made arrangements for the days ahead?
Not really. We're kind of free, I guess.
Well, we were planning to use the opportunity to say hi to some of our friends, but before we were able to figure out a schedule, we ran into you.
Well then, might I invite you to imagine the sheer delight that is a soup cooked with the freshest nascent bamboo shoots in all the land. Generous cuts of pork belly,
pork belly.
and crisp, fragrant bamboo shoots placed together in the pot and left to simmer slowly for half a day.
I've never had anything like it. I'm already drooling.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Paimon's onto your plan. You just want to hoodwink us into fetching your bamboo for you.
Paimon's eyes. She loves food.
Paimon.
Why, I assure you, I would do no such thing. I merely wish to inform you of the freshest, most succulent and flavorful bamboo shoots one could ever hope to taste.
Ugh. Let's go, Traveler. Paimon's taste buds can't take it anymore.
Ready to go when you are, huh?
Collecting a few bamboo shoots shouldn't take too long. Paimon has got to get her hands on some of that soup.
Such fine specimens are indeed well worth the excursion. Very well. I shall leave the bamboo shoots to you. Should you have the good fortune to find some, please share them with me as well.
But how will we know the bamboo shoots we pick are good or not? You should come with us and teach us how to do it.
See? Paimon knew he was just bamboozling us.
However, there is no need to rush.
Okay.
The streets of Liyue will be bustling with visitors and filled with all manner of celebrations during the festive period. By all means, go wherever your interests lead you.
Okay, sounds good,
The nascent bamboo shoots would be but a wonderful final touch to a most exceptional feast. What an honor it would be to savor them in the company of friends.
I understand. We will check in on you later at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
We're heading out. Enjoy your walk, Zhongli.
Take care now, you two.
Okay, sounds good. We'll see you later, Zhongli. 1,000 miles for an enigmatic tune. Obtain the nascent bamboo shoots. Okay, where do they want me to go? Ooh, Chincha Village. They want me to go to Chincha Village. Is it this teleport? This teleport waypoint, once you teleport here, always gets attacked by a boar. Like a boar just rams into you.
Bamboo shoot.
Yeah, look. What?
Bamboo shoot. Nascent bamboo shoot. Oh! This one's only just sprouted, and it looks super fresh. Paimon thinks this is the one.
Why is there just a beam of light here? Regular bamboo shoot. Nascent bamboo
These should
shoot.
be enough. Let's head back.
Oh, look at all the bamboo who's
Did you
ya?
hear that? Someone's calling for help.
It's
It's coming from
Yaoyao.
over there.
She's so adorable. One of the things I was worried about with one of my weekly wish videos is that I wasn't going to be able to pull Yaoyao, but apparently, like every year, the Lantern Rite gives you a free 4-star Liyue character, and they immediately put Yaoyao into it, so I'm not too worried about missing out on her at this point. A short and slender figure rescuing a drowned man. Blah, 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 blah.
Are you okay? Did any water go down the wrong pipe?
If it ran down the wrong pipe, he would not be able to answer that question. Or it would be very apparent that water went down the wrong pipe. Silly Yaoyao. Ooh, look at this guy.
I think I'm okay now. Thank you so much.
That was scary. Well, at least you're all right. All thanks to your savior here. Oh, a little girl? Greetings, everyone. My name is Yaoyao. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Whoa, she's so well-mannered.
She has a dendro vision.
My name's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Greetings, ha ha ha. Greetings, small child.
I'm Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine. I came through Stone Gate, intending to head towards Liyue Harbor, but then I became captivated by the beautiful scenery, and before long, I was completely lost. Just now, I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water. If it weren't for Miss Yaoyao's help, I shudder to think what might have happened.
You would have drowned.
It's all right, Mr. Dvorak. The splashing around the bottom of the waterfall means the stone path is always wet and slippy. You definitely have to be careful. Next time you're exploring an unfamiliar environment, try to focus on what's right in front of you. Don't let your mind wander. As long as you watch your step, accidents like this won't happen anymore.
Yeah, listen to the child. The child seems to know what she's talking about.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. I'll remember to be more careful next time.
Oh no, somebody tummy is hungry.
Oh, are you hungry, sir?
Oh, I'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm fasting right now. This is normal.
Please, sir, it's quite all right. I was born and raised here in Liyue. It's only natural for me to extend my hospitality to any guests who are passing through. I expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. It's very important to keep your energy levels up. I still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack. Why don't we split them between the four of us?
Oh, okay. The four of us. Does Paimon count as a person? Isn't it cool that Dvorak, is that his name? Yeah, it's like a regular looking guitar. It's not like stylized, like to fit the game. It's just a regular guitar, like a real life IRL guitar.
What a thoughtful kid! She even has some for Paimon! You're welcome.
Everyone savors some delicious lotus flower crisp. Blah, 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 blah,
So
blah.
tasty! If only there were more.
More? You already had the Sumter Beast share.
Having a healthy appetite is a good thing. It means Paimon's still growing. If I'd known I was gonna run into you, I would have made a second bet.
Paimon's still growing. Yes, her innate power that she has yet to expose to us or let us know about.
Hope you're taking notes, Traveler. This is how you treat your Paimon. What do you think, sir? Are Liyue's snacks to your taste? I wonder if they're not sweet enough.
No, they're perfect. When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try one of their moon pies. It had a meat filling, unlike these crisps. But apart from that, it seems like they follow a similar cooking process. Both are delicious in their own way.
Wait, what? How is he comparing moon pies to crisps? Like when he says crisp, I'm like imagining like potato chips. And the moon pies is like, I don't know, like a chicken pot pie or something. They're like completely different things, right? Unless I'm just like not understanding, not getting the references here.
As for Fontaine's cooking, though, it's been a long time since I've had a taste of home.
Sounds like you spend a lot of time on the road, huh?
I do. It's part of my job. I'm one of the main organizers of the Iridescence Tour.
The Iridescence Tour, we heard about this in the past in Inazuma. Xin Yan went there after the Sakoku decree was abolished to like start the tour, but something happened and it was like canceled or something, and then Xin Yan ended up not being able to do anything and she just hung out with us or something like that.
Iridescence Tour?
That sounds somewhat familiar. Doesn't ring a bell.
The Iridescence Tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine. We're looking to expand, though. Our aim is to hold a festival in every nation. At least, all the main organizers share this goal. Unfortunately, It's a long story, so I'll spare you the details. But anyway, so the main reason I'm traveling all around Tavad is to promote our music festivals. But I have some personal reasons, too.
Well, what are they? Just tell us already.
Let me see. Well, to explain it in full, I'd have to start with a story from my ancestors. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Oh, I love listening to stories.
Ah, bring up more snacks. No, Yaoyao will eat it while we listen to this story.
We want to hear it too.
Okay, then I'll start from the beginning. The story goes that my ancestor, who was also a traveler, once slipped and fell into a lake during his travels. As he was sinking and gasping for breath, he heard a wondrous tune in the air. They say it was the most beautiful, moving melody he had ever heard. Even in that life and death moment, the ethereal music seized his full attention and almost made him forget the fact that he was drowning. When he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from him stood an unfamiliar woman with an almost divine aura.
A divine damsel of devastation?
Once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left without a word. My ancestor tried to run after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated them, no matter how quickly he gave chase, he drew no closer and remained a dozen paces behind.
Sounds like an adeptus, or adepti to me.
In the end, all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance, before at last he turned around and made his way home. Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument so that he could spread his story far and wide, just like the bards. After generations of retelling, embellishing, and dramatizing, people have come to think of that lady as something like a fairy.
Hey, kind of like Paimon, right? It's interesting that they used the term fairy, because I think people has referred to Paimon as a fairy, but at this point, we still don't really know what Paimon is.
The story's become something of a local legend in Fontaine. It's called The Lady Overlooking the Lake. People now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long as you play a pleasing melody, you will hear a fairy lady who is hiding out of sight, playing along with you.
That's kind of creepy, actually.
Wow.
It's a nice legend. At its heart, it's a true story.
Exactly. It may just be a legend to others, but for me, it's a real part of my family history. I wanted to find out the truth of this tale, so I decided to retrace my ancestors' steps and search for that lady's modern-day descendants. Of course, there's no way of knowing where my ancestor fell into the lake all those years ago, so I always knew that the search would be akin to looking for a needle in a haystack.
When you do that, use a magnet.
I've spent many years on the road now, and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was in my youth. The wish that I've spent half my life chasing after has now become something of an obsession.
Well, I haven't lived half of my life yet, but still, I understand how you must feel.
I think all of all the child characters, Chi-Chi, Klee, Dendro, Archon, Nahida, Sayu, Dory. Is that all of them? I might be missing one there, but out of all of them, Yaoyao is an actual child, whereas everyone else is like potentially something else. Chi-Chi's a zombie, so she's super old. Klee is like an elf-looking character, so even though she looks young, she could also be super old. Oh, there's Diona. Diona is a cat girl who apparently their lifespans are a lot longer as well, so even though she looks like a younger human child in Catlin line family bloodline, she's actually pretty like in her teens or something too. Dory is like probably like a older lady, like an adult that's just hasn't hit her growth spurt yet. I guess she's just a small lady. It'll be really weird to think of Dory as an actual kid who's like, constantly like trying to like scam people out of their money. Sayu is apparently a lot older than she looks. There's like a reference where she's like, "Oh, everyone my age are like twice my height or whatever like that." That's something she just like also hasn't hit her growth spurt yet, and she's obsessed about growing. And yeah, Dendro Archon, is a gentle archon. She just looks like a child, even though she's like a godly being. But yeah, I think that's all of them. I wonder when they're ever gonna add like a little boy character, because that's a bit, the demographic here is a little bit weird, or the spread of the this is a little one-sided, where the little kid character are all female.
Paimon too! It's like... imagine if you saved the center of a lotus flower crisp, which is the best part, by the way, because you wanted to eat it another day. But then suddenly, sploosh! It falls into the water, never to be seen again!
Lumine's face.
Paimon would definitely remember that for the rest of her life.
There's no need to feel sorry for me. I've made some progress over the years. For example, I've concluded that the story must have taken place in Liyue.
Oh, so you finally found a lead?
Yes, in fact, that's an intriguing story in and of itself. I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom, but more recently, I heard that the Animal Archon returned to Mondstadt for a festival in the fall, and learned that he himself is a patron deity of music. So I prayed for the Animal Archon's guidance in the Mondstadt Cathedral, and as soon as I set foot back outside the front gate, I noticed a cluster of leaves being blown in the wind further and further west, towards Stone Gate. A friendly local told me that this meant the wind was guiding me in the direction of Liyue, so I followed their advice and made my way here.
That settles it then. It was Liyue.
Right? You get it. I knew I'd find someone that agrees with me eventually.
Are you sure? It sounds a bit too much like one of those fake legends told by those treasure hoarder guys to scam gullible grannies from Jinxa Village. Rex Lapis has returned to the world! Just give me some incense and a little more towards the travel fees, and I will pass your gift on to the Lord of Geo, and ask him to keep you and your family safe and well. And so on and so on. Don't worry, Yaoyao. We have a lot of experience with deciphering omens and stuff.
Do we? What? Since when?
And anyway, you only got scammed if you handed over Mora, right?
Actually, to express my gratitude, I did spend rather a lot of Mora on several bottles of fine wine, which I left at the Statues of the Seven along the way.
Are they saying Venti scammed? Maybe Venti like did it out of a kind of his heart, but he was not gonna pass up like a generosity of like a thank you gift from Dvorak.
Oh dear. Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't I bring you all to Yujing Terrace to see Miss Ganyu?
Oh, you know Ganyu?
I don't know very many people, so I can't help you out much. But Miss Ganyu and the Keqing know just about everything. If you've been scammed, they'll help you get your Mara back. And if the wind was telling the truth, and you want to keep looking for that lady's family, they'll be the best people to ask.
Whoa, child. You have the best ideas. Are you sure you're a child? That does sound like a good idea.
But you've already helped me so much.
Well, I was gonna take some new medicinal herbs and plants I picked to Miss Ganyu anyway, so it's no trouble at all. You know what? It's been a minute since we saw Ganyu too. It should be nice to pay her a visit before Lantern Rite.
Then let's get moving.
Alright, well, my sincere thanks to you all. I will never forget your kindness.
Okay, everyone. Please follow me. I'll be your guide. Remember to watch where you're going, okay? Uh-oh. Paimon's out of a job. Oh well. Paimon will just be a cheerleader instead.
You should jump into her little basket and then have your little head poking out. It'll be funny. Go to Liyue Harbor. Settling debts. Oh, that's just a random event. I don't know why that little fox thing had to die, but he just was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Alright, let's go.
Wow, Liyue Harbor looks very different from when I came last.
Oh my goodness, what happened?
It's almost as if I'm listening to the same melody, but with a richer timbre and new variations added.
Well, we are here during Lantern Rite after all. It only comes once a year, so they always have a big celebration. It's fair to say that this time of year is when Liyue Harbor looks the prettiest.
Great. Let's go and check it out.
Check
I
it
can't
out.
wait to get into the city and see it all up close for myself. The streets are breathtaking. Smiles and laughter everywhere I look. It's contagious. I can almost feel the music in the air. I have the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
You're a conductor?
I'm glad that you're enjoying the city.
That's interesting that they have Dvorak following us around. But then they have Yaoyao not following us, but then we still hear her disembodied voice. Hey, look at this place. It's Xinyan.
Hey everyone! Fancy meeting you all here. What
Oh.
a nice surprise.
Hello, Xinyan. Let me introduce some new friends. They are...
Traveler Paimon and Mr. Dvorak, right? I've known them all for quite a while.
So you already know each other?
When I was last here to advertise a Liyue stop for the Iridescence Tour, Xinyan was one of the few people willing to give me the time of day.
Feels like I've been chasing this Iridescence Tour bandwagon halfway around the world, but I keep getting stood up. What's going on, Mr. Dvorak?
Dvorak?
I'm so sorry, Xinyan. We've had a string of terrible luck recently, and every time we've tried to put on a show, something or other has come up to stop our plans from materializing.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Is that right? I guess it can't be helped. So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway? Thinking of putting on a music festival during the Lantern Rite celebrations?
He's looking for his, family. Something like that.
A Lantern Rite Music Festival? Yes, please!
No, I'm actually here on personal business this time.
Oh, so no Lantern Rite Music Festival?
I mean, that's not just up to me. Hosting a music festival takes a lot of funding and personnel. Moreover, I've never worked with the Liyue authorities before. Even if I were to start putting something together right now, I think it'd be too rushed.
Wait, but we're going to meet the Liyue Keqing, aren't we? And they're the ones in charge.
And we know, Yin Jin, and she's already pretty much constantly putting on shows, so you can lean on her expertise.
Uh-huh, that's right. Miss Keqing and Miss Ningguang can make anything happen.
You mean... what?
This is the perfect opportunity! Well, sure, it might not work out, but it can't hurt to bring it up as a suggestion.
A Lantern Rite Music Festival would be something different. A Lantern Rite Music Festival would be a huge hit.
That's the spirit! See? Even the Traveler agrees with me. Mr. Dvorak, don't let yourself be put off by the fact that a few things haven't worked out recently. As for the performers, I can put you in touch with some local artists. My friend Yunjin is a well-known opera singer in Liyue. With her support and a commissioned song from the Yunhan Opera Troupe, we should be able to get something going.
But what about you, Xinyan? Are you just going to sit this one out?
What do you take me for? If we actually manage to make the Iridescence Tour Lantern Rite Grand Concert a reality, you think I'd let anyone else perform the opening act?
Wow! There's that rock and roll spirit!
What do you say, Mr. Dvorak?
Okay. I'll give it a shot. But the opening act is not something to be chosen lightly, Xinyan. I will judge your work by the strictest of standards, so please make sure you are fully prepared.
Are you kidding? I thought you'd never ask. Whew, guess my shopping time's getting cut short. I'm gonna head back right away and start working on this. Yaoyao, if you run into your senior on the way to the Keqing, please send her my regards.
Okay, I promise I will. Good luck with your music, Xinyan. You've got this, Xinyan!
Yaoyao, are you sure you're a
The
child?
senior of yours Xinyan mentioned just now. Is that anyone we know? Yes, it's Zhongli. She's mentioned you two before. Zhongli's always thinking about cooking. Whenever she gets scrapes or burns, she just leaves them to heal by themselves. She definitely needs someone around her to look after her. I know you must have looked out for her a lot too in the time you've known her. So, thank you for that.
You're a little too smart sounding to be a child, Yaoyao. Hey, Madam Ping's here. Oop.
Oh, it's Master! Is it okay if I go and say hi to her?
That makes sense if they said Xiangling is her, like, senpai, essentially. Her senior. And we've already established that Xiangling's master is Madam Ping. Then, of course, Yaoyao's master is Madam Ping as well. Oh, I'm old. Hello.
Oh, calm down now, dear. I'm not about to run off anywhere. I'm not a bundle of energy like you.
I haven't seen you in days, Master! I've missed you.
Oh, bless you, Yaoyao. You do say the sweetest things. Ah, look who it is. Visiting friends during the Lantern Rite, are we?
Greetings, Madam Ping.
You're half right, Madam Ping. We were also trying to help out Mr. Dvorak over here. We were on our way to take him to see the Keqing.
Hello, ma'am. I am a musician from Fontaine and an organizer of the Iridescence Tour. I don't suppose you've heard of it.
Master! The Iridescence Tour is a super famous music festival.
I wonder if when you're playing as Yaoyao, like, when you run, you just hear, like, bells jingling constantly because of the bells on her hair. I know for Xingyan, if you're running around and you listen closely, you can see that she's constantly, like, hitting her drums. That's on her waist. So, is that the same thing for Yaoyao?
Oh, an old lady like me wouldn't know much about that sort of thing. A music festival, you say? It sounds terribly exciting.
If we could add some musical elements to Lantern Rite?
Oh, right! Madam Ping, how would you feel about that? You're an elder of Liyue, and you know all about Liyue's cultural traditions. Hearing your thoughts would definitely help us figure out how best to approach it.
She's like, the music these days turns children into delinquents,
For example, do you think it might be a bit too modern, or is there any other issue?
Why, not at all. Music pays homage to history and culture, and it can also be a bridge between different civilizations. Times change, and the music enjoyed by the youngsters of today is no doubt very different from the tunes I was accustomed to in my youth. Nevertheless, all fine things in life can be appreciated. And so, I look forward to it immensely.
Hear, hear. I do believe that, my own dear grandmother aside, you are the wisest old lady I've ever met.
Goodness gracious, you're all being suspiciously sweet today. Yaoyao, whatever have you been feeding them?
Oh,
Master, you're in such a great mood today. You're even cracking jokes with the rest of us.
Oh, well, I'm sure you must have plenty to be getting on with. Yes? Run along now. Don't let me hold you up.
Thanks, Madam Ping. We'll see you again soon.
ring. Hey, Madam Ping.
You mustn't be afraid to try new things. If you never try, you'll never know.
But what if the new things are very damaging to our mental health?
With your contribution, I'm sure this year's Lantern Rite will be a most spectacular
We
one.
usually don't do anything because we don't talk. The game kind of takes care of itself. We're just here to experience it. Well, that's pretty cool that you can see the dragon spine spike from all the way here. Especially since, like, the can we see it from here? We can. Ooh, it's right up there, the UFO. Ningguang's Jade Chamber is just floating there too. That's cool. I guess that's like one thing about this game that I really enjoy. That you can just look out in the distance and see cool stuff. Whee! Head near Eugene Terrace to look for Ganyu. Mushen. Hey, doubtless. The city is more festive. The heroes we commemorate during Lantern Rite are actually adepti who lived in Liyue in the distant past. Do you know which adeptus the Mingxiao Lantern commemorates this year? I asked around for information, and a gentleman who looked very knowledgeable told me that the Adeptus's name is Sea Gazer. He is said to be a collector of exotic treasures. I'm sure an Adeptus like him will bless everyone with wealth and prosperity. Goodbye. So, I actually did look at the Mingxiao lantern when I passed by it in the harbor. Can we see it from here? It'll be like in that direction, right? Ah, it's being blocked by the building. Oh well. Maybe we'll be able to see it later. I'm sure they'll showcase it at some point. I wanted to kill those birds for their fowl, but they were on to me. Hey, Ganyu's here. Hey, Ganyu, we miss you.
And when you meet with the Ministry of Civil Affairs, please remind them that the festivities are not an excuse to procrastinate their work.
Understood, Miss Ganyu. I'll take my leave now.
Okay. Bye, Xiao. Xiao.
Ganyu!
It's a Ganyu 姐姐 to you.
What brings you here, Yaoyao?
I've brought all the medicine you asked me to pick for you. Oh, and here's a pack of sweet flower seeds as well. Also, these dried Chingshin leaves make a great pot of tea that's very good for you. I know you've had a lot to deal with at work recently, but you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you're not careful, you'll end up falling asleep in the grass again. Well, this is weird. It's like a responsible younger sister talking to their disorganized older sister.
Paimon, you're running your mouth again. Don't listen to Paimon.
Thank you, but Paimon's criticism is quite valid. I do have a tendency to neglect matters outside of work, and that's something I should improve on. Oh, my apologies. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Ah, Paimon will do the honors.
Paimon tells Ganyu about all of Mr. Dvorak and the music aspiration something.
What's wrong? Did Paimon go over everything a bit too fast?
Way too fast. I couldn't read it in time.
It's definitely an ambitious plan. If there's anything you didn't quite catch, Paimon's more than happy to go over it again.
It may be a little difficult to make this happen.
Okay, why would you say that?
Oh?
Well, the Lantern Rite is the most important festival of the year. Our celebrations must not only be visually spectacular, but also appeal to the tastes of Liyue citizens from all walks of life. The Iridescence Tour is relatively unknown in Liyue. It's difficult to predict how a brand new show will be received. It would be quite risky for us to bet everything on this one music festival.
All very valid points. I completely understand.
Therefore, we will not replace or cancel any of our pre-existing program. However, I will submit a proposal requesting to put the Iridescence Tour special performance as the final act of this year's festivities.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure. You had to be the best out of all the acts at that point, right?
Some live music will certainly add to the festive atmosphere on the night of the Lantern Rite. As for the venue, let's reserve a space at the docks.
So we're not stealing anyone's thunder, but we will end the night on a high note.
Yes, my thoughts precisely. Now I just need to take some time to give this proposal some polish. As long as I clearly lay out the pros and cons, and highlight the key points of the proposal, given that Ping and the Traveler have both given the idea their blessing, I'm confident that Keqing will be sure to give it serious consideration. Mr. Dvorak, I will need to discuss with you the number of musicians who will be coming to Liyue, as well as their catering and accommodation requirements.
Oh, yes, certainly. Let's step to the side and discuss further.
Oh no, don't leave us.
As soon as there's work to do, Ganyu's as diligent as ever. I couldn't agree more. Master once said that everyone has things that they are good at and things that they are less good at. So, with that in mind, Ganyu shouldn't feel compelled to become perfect at absolutely everything. I'm good at taking care of people, so that can be left to me. Wow. Hey, Yaoyao!
Paimon, you're trying to freeload again.
I'm afraid my backpack's empty now, but if you let me know what you like, I can bring you some of your favorite dishes next time we meet. Apart from lotus flower crisps, what else do you like? Anything sweet, and anything that's made from slimes.
When was established that Paimon likes to eat slime?
Here's what I've drafted so far. Anything else you want to add?
No, this is excellent. I'm racking my brains, but I don't think you've missed a single thing.
Perfect. Then we'll leave it as is. I'll go make an official copy. Oh, perfect timing. We were just wrapping up our discussion here.
That was quick. Yo.
Not at all. Every second counts for a complex proposal such as this. I will inform the Keqing of this development immediately. Please give me a moment to pass on the message. Yaoyao, thank you for bringing my herbs. I will make sure to take them.
Okay, Ganyu. I hope your banner comes back soon and I'll be able to try again for the third time? Fourth time?
Remember to make tea from them first, Ganyu. You mustn't just chew them raw.
Gotcha.
I will.
Okay, I should be getting back. If Yaoyao stays out for too long, Mom and Dad will be worried sick.
She has a mom and a dad. Oh, she's a blessed child.
Everyone, I'm sure that the music festival will go off without a hitch, so don't worry. And in case I don't see you before, I wish you all a very happy Lantern Rite.
Thank you, Yaoyao. Happy Lantern Rite to you, too.
We should go get dinner together sometime!
Ooh, it still goes. Stay put and wait for 2 hours. What does Dvorak want?
That lady I just talked to, Ganyu? She really thinks of everything.
Yeah, she's totally overworked.
It got me wondering. Could it be that all our failed attempts so far have been down to our failure to properly prepare for different contingencies?
Potentially. Stay put and wait for 2 hours. Can I just change the time? Here. Doop-a-doop. There. Click, look, click, look, click, look. Ba-da-ding. Talk to everyone. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. After a short wait, Keqing and Ganyu arrives in front of
Greetings,
something
Traveler,
Terrence.
Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak. Call me Keqing.
Oh, Keqing, it's been so long since we've seen you. It's really sad that a lot of characters have power creeped over you. But the new character Alhatham's kit is really similar to yours.
Ganyu has brought me up to speed on everything. I'll get straight to the point. The Keqing have approved Ganyu's proposal. Over the next few days, I will be working with Mr. Dvorak on behalf of the Keqing to facilitate the organization of this concert.
Yay! That's awesome!
Unbelievably efficient. Keqing strikes again.
Please. The Keqing have a duty to deal with matters such as these. We have merely moved things forward to the next step. On a more personal note, I am an avid supporter of all things new and innovative. As such, it is my privilege to work with you on this exciting project.
Is there like any lore as to why like different characters have different like pupils, different eyes? Do they have like different eye jutsus or whatever? Bloodline limits or whatever?
Thank you so much, Keqing. I'd become quite discouraged after our recent failures and was expecting the same outcome once again, so I didn't dare to get my hopes up. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined this going so smoothly. It's like a dream come true. Right, time for me to call in the performers. To stage a concert at a high-profile event like this is a rare opportunity. We'll make sure it's a night to remember.
Yes! Our music band's finally getting fired up!
Yes, indeed. I know exactly what I'm doing from here. For a musician, music will always be the language they are most fluent in.
What about your ancestor? What about that fairy lady?
Oh, that. Well, that can wait for another time.
Yeah, you're here Liyue anyway, right? You might as well see the sights first.
Oh,
Get familiar with the area.
Ganyu? What's wrong?
they told me all about Mr. Dvorak's situation. but I was so engrossed in drafting the proposal that I forgot all about it.
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't even know what the person I'm trying to find looks like, so it was always going to be a long shot. Don't worry about me, Ganyu. Your time and energy are needed elsewhere. I'm sure you already have plenty to deal with between this concert and everything else going on during the Lantern Rite.
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial thoughts when I heard your story. For instance, I wonder if this lady your ancestor met might have been an Adeptus. What do you think?
It's definitely possible. We don't have enough information yet.
To tell you the truth, Mr. Dvorak, I am somewhat related to the Adepti myself. I am part human and part Qilin. The Qilin is an illuminated beast. I know how important your quest to get in touch with your roots must be to you, because I've been there myself before, trying to find out where I belonged.
Somewhere I belonged, and I will not reveal myself until I do.
Did you say the Adepti? And you're illuminated beast? Part Qilin? Are you telling me all the rumors of the Liyue Adepti are real? So it's not just artistic license?
Oh yeah.
You bet they're real! Trying to track them down is tough, though. Like Julian Karst itself. There's nothing specifically stopping you from going there, but getting in and out of there is quite an ordeal.
But Paimon, we just met an Adeptus. Madam Ping is one, isn't she? Maybe she gave up her Adepti powers, that's why she's growing old.
Yes. Anyway, if you're looking to uncover a lost melody or shine light on a forgotten aspect of Liyue's cultural history, I'm probably not the best person to ask. But if it's a person you're looking for, then I just might be able to help.
I see. I think I understand the situation now. In that case, Ganyu, shall we divide the work between us?
Yes, that was also my thought.
Great. So Mr. Dvorak and I will concentrate on things here in the city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. In the meantime, Ganyu will reach out to our network and try to find the person he's looking for. How's your workload at the moment? Will you be able to make time?
I can probably get through everything in 2 days, as long as I don't sleep.
Wait, what do you mean as long as I don't sleep? Even for someone with illuminated beast blood in their veins, working for such an extended period without a break will take its toll on your health.
Somehow that does not sound persuasive coming from Keqing.
Be it but 3 moons from the start, he who returns is not he that departs.
What?
Even I know the importance of maintaining a healthy work-life balance.
In that case, 3 days.
I think in the previous Lantern Rite, we had a whole thing about trying to convince Keqing that she's working too hard and that she should take a break. And she's like, what are you talking about? I take breaks, just not when you're around. I exactly know how to take care of myself. Well, don't look down at me.
Alright, I can work with that.
If you have the time, would you join me for this search?
Okay, that sounds good. We have nothing else better to do. We just finished a big quest in Sumeru, so we should have some downtime now.
You're well known to many of the Adepti and respected among the people. I'll feel much more at ease with your company.
Of course. Whoa.
Okay, then let's meet back here in 3 days.
3 days.
Watch this space, Mr. Dvorak. We'll get to the bottom of this.
You're all so helpful and kind. I just...
Just think, imagine if we found the Adeptus lady, or one of her descendants, and got them to come to the performance. Wouldn't that be amazing? It'd be such a happy reunion, and that's exactly what this festival's all about.
I'm sure the wind that guided you here feels the same way.
You're right. Okay, I'm gonna pull out all the stops to make this Lantern Rite a true extravaganza.
We should probably get going. Mr. Dvorak, could you come with me to confirm the site?
Ooh, we're coming too!
Ooh.
I was wondering, what are your thoughts on music? What does it mean to you?
Music sounds nice?
Truth be told, the question of what music means to people is one that I've been pondering for quite some time. let's revisit this question after the concert.
Okay, this looks like a good place to end it for now. The video is starting to drag on, and it feels like we kind of started a new section of this like quest. The story kind of shifted. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next one where I'll continue this. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for more random crazy games, story play, let's plays and stuff, and goodbye.